Okay.
Oh, yes. This is Mr. John. Okay. Yeah, I was coming to you again about the program I just had not too long ago. I've been wanting to get back, but I couldn't get back right away like I should have. But anyway, the Alzheimer's. I was talking about the Alzheimer's. The Alzheimer's, like I was telling you about the pots and pans, the scratches in the pots and pans. That's just a foundation of Alzheimer's because later on in life, people might have head injuries or something like that, accident, and that put on to it, that add on to it. When they have head injuries, uh, you know, an accident or something like that, hit the head or something, that adds on to Alzheimer's. But the foundation of it on the spiritual side, I mean, on the natural side, is the pots and the pans, the scratches from the metal and stuff. I just wanted to bring that back to you. And then, like I said, you can get, you can, ask your doctor about, the aloe vera without, without the, what they call it, carginians, what is it, carginians. Get the aloe vera, the clear aloe vera without the collagen.
Collagen.
Collagen. Get the aloe
Collagen.
vera without the collagen in it. You want good aloe vera, you want clear aloe vera, you can drink that. That should help get the toxins out your body, out your brain cells. And something else called glutathione. Glutathione. That's a herb. And that's also for that. Called glutathione. Goto. Kula. What? Kola or whatever. Glutathione. That's another herb for the brains and the cells. But anyway, I just want to bring that back to you. And there's some more things, other things I want to tell you about the kids. I seen a commercial one day. God, He brings to your attention anyway about what's going on. But after you see somebody else say something about it, it can stick a little more. I heard, what's the name of Jackson down?
Jesse Jackson.
Yeah. Played Sheriff. Played Sheriff on Coming to America. What's his name? Coming to America.
Samuel
Samuel
Jackson.
Jackson. I heard Samuel Jackson say someone on the commercial one day about the kids getting more cancer. And I just, that just stuck with me a little more, because, God let me know about all that anyway. But what I'm saying, when he said it, it just stick a little more. Somebody in entertainment or something, you mostly pay attention to what they're saying. But that's what the cancer from the kids and stuff. And a lot of kids had it. A lot of people are crippled from that because that ultrasound thing. The ultrasound thing is a transducer, and that's what they call it. It collect electronic waves and make a vibration. Matter of fact, it's a sound that it's not good for the human ear to hear. And when you put that on the woman's stomach and they're pregnant, the little baby, the fetus hear that kind of sound. And a lot of babies come out, can't hear, or either they don't want to hear no noise. A lot of them I mean, that thing just damaged the kids. A lot of them cripple. This where all this crippleness coming from. Kids cripple. Why is they cripple like that? You know, and the parents healthy. That's no good. But what I'm saying here that the ultrasound thing is like a shake, baby shaker syndrome. You know, it shake the fetus. You know, it do damage to the baby, and cause them to, you know, some born with hard out the body and brains and stuff, and just come out crippled and Alzheimer's and all that stuff. I mean, autism and everything else like that. They come out like that. And a lot of the kids just in them hospitals, you know, they ain't got to go through that, but it's that machine that they're using. A lot of people's done that work. They don't know what they done. A lot of good-hearted people done that work, but they don't know what they done caused that trouble. But the ones who told them to use that thing, now they probably know what causing all that, but they won't tell the people. They won't tell the public of it. And you got people in those jobs who done that work. They don't know what they done to the kids. But the ones who directed that thing told you to use it. They know what's going on. All them kids come out crippled and can't hear, and then later on in life, matter of fact, it damaged the cells in their body, the blood vessels, and all that stuff. Then later on in life, they easily can catch diseases or cancer, something like that. A lot of them have skin problems. They can't come out the house, scared of the sunshine. Some live in bubbles and all that kind of stuff. That's that rod, that's that thing that they use. Like when Pharaoh and Moses, they had that rod back that in. But anyway, I'm just saying that thing caused a whole lot of trouble. It got that radiation in it, and it caused the fetus to have trouble, you know, problems like that. I'm just saying, you know, that's what causing all that crippleness and cancer in kids. They ain't got to go through that. But God know who done it. He know who you are. So like I said, you know, stop it. You don't have to run out of town. You don't have to hide yourself. Just stop what you done. Realize what you done. Trying to cripple this whole country. This country here, all in the crippled children and all this autism and all that kind of stuff. Can't walk right, can't think right. But just stop that stupid stuff. But anyway, there's something else I want to talk about the let me see. But the you know, I was thinking we have a lot of institution, mental problems, and other things like that. You know, uh, road rage and stuff like that. But I just want the people to forgive the ministers for us not focusing on what caused that. It's right there in the scripture, in the book of Isaiah. But the griefs and sorrows, you can look that up, look those words up and see it have mental problems, oppressed problems, and all that kind of stuff. But we haven't been, you know, the body had to be healed. There's three things in the body have to be healed. You got the soul, you got the spirit, and you got the body. The body, soul, and spirit. There's a healing for each one of them. And what we missed out on is the one about the spiritual part of it, about the griefs and sorrows. We ain't been focusing on that. We got a coach. There's a coach in our school in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, Parker High School. His name was Major Brown. They called him Major Brown. He was a good coach. I think his daughter married Colin Powell. Colin Powell, one of the generals in Washington somewhere. But anyway, his daughter married him, Major Brown. He was a good coach, but he always did say when he was playing ball, football and stuff, he said, uh, "Don't lose sight on the ward. You know, keep your sight on the ward." And then when the guys lose sight on it, he said, you didn't keep your mind, you didn't keep the sight on the ward. You lost sight on the ward." I mean, they throw the ball and they wasn't watching when they was running. They didn't keep the mind. They didn't keep the sight on the guys who can throw the ball. They lost sight on it. That's why, and they missed the ball. So what I'm saying, we ministers, we missed that on that. In Isaiah, about the griefs and sorrows, we missed that part. And that's why the jailhouse is so full. That's why the mental hospital is so full. But you know, we have to discuss this more. But I know that you know a lot of people don't understand this right now. But it'll come out more and more. But and that's a it's just a thing that a lot of people's going through. Young people's, old people's, at colleges and at work and stuff. But those two words there, grief and sorrows. Jesus paid that price. His blood was shed up all of that. But what I'm saying here, let's do some studying and just some more understanding the people's need. They wouldn't have to have all this, not like they have it now, road rage and mental hospital and bipolar and all that stuff. Now I just want to say something about let me say something about now Tyler Perry. Now I can relate a little bit. Me and my family can relate a little bit what he going through, what he went through. You know, when you're the big family, you can't hear. You cannot keep from hearing what everybody's talking about, what their parents are talking about. Sometimes they tell you go in the other room, grown people are talking, but sometimes you can't do that. All them kids in there, you can't hear from just hearing discussions or something. And discussions. I think I heard about the when the mothers have the kids, they have to stay in the house. They have to stay in the bed with the legs put up on a pillow, and for 30 days or so, you know, they have to have somebody to help them, like a maid, midwife. They had in the Bible days, they had these kind of women to help out the other women when they had a baby. They had to stay there with them, and the women had to stay in the bed for that longer time. They can be helped out to go to the restroom and stuff like that. But what I'm saying here, they had to stay with the legs propped up on the pillow. And I can see later on in life, I see why they had to do that, because 9 months carrying a baby like that, the baby pulling on the muscles and stuff in the stomach, pull the muscles down, and they become stretched. But you know, after they deliver the baby, now the mothers must put the legs propped up to get the muscles back together. Otherwise, they get out of the bed too long, the muscles are stretched, keep stretching, and this is why the stomach be purged. They have a purged stomach. If they don't wait, they stay in the bed too long, they get out of bed too early, and the doctors don't know that. They don't tell the women that today. Now this the thing I heard. This is what I heard, and as a kid around the family, and women's talking to other women and stuff like that. So these kind of things they come to be important. They go back in the day, but it's very important. My brother, my younger brother, he used to mock my parents, how they used to talk and argue. He used to mock. he mocked them, because I'm saying you hear this around the family, and the kids can hear that. The good listeners. You think they don't be listening, but they be listening. And then my younger brother, he used to mock them, you know, joke about it. But anyway, and he was kind of comical anyway, throughout life. But Tyler Perry, that's what that's what we can relate with that, because he took that probably as his grandmother, marking what she said. But that goes on, life kids, black kids, they go through a whole lot. They went through a lot. They just went through a lot. Just everybody in one room or two rooms. But anyway, uh, I think those are some good thoughts. I hope you take heed to that. Like I say, get the spoons. Make sure you get some wood spoons. Some wood spoons, because these spoons, these steel spoons, they scratch the surfaces, the stuff. And you got the Chinese wok. What that thing, Chinese wok, that is a no. That thing, you put it in that big wok and you have to stir it up. That mixer has steel and steel. It scratches, you know. Bring out steel. Put steel in your food. You don't see it, but that's what be happening. And that stuff get in your system, and then that's get it, and then you eat with the spoon, and that acid in your mouth take that metal off there, the spoons and stuff, and all that's together just accumulates and get into the body. But these are things that we should know, and a lot of more stuff. I'm gonna tell you about ALS, what kind of name that is, ALS. But I'll tell you about it. I don't want to go there now, but we must do things in order. Too much of that, too much of this, it will hurt the body. But we'll talk about that later. Okay, thank you.